Hello and welcome to the in-news series of Drishti IAS, and I am going to talk about in this segment about virtual private network or VPN. We all tend to use VPN. Even if you're not a UPSC aspirant, you can gain certain important facts about VPN from this particular segment. But our direction will be towards how to solve any question with respect to this particular segment. Okay, so let's begin with the various topics that we are going to cover under it. We will talk about various topics, that is the news, what is VPN, about the benefits of using VPN, why has ExpressVPN decided to, for the first time ever, to withdraw out of India, and what is the new norm that we are going to talk about, the new norm with respect to new cybersecurity rules, the implications, and in the midst of the segment, I am going to ask you a pre-based question so that you can have this session as an interactive session. Let's begin with the first ever topic, that is why is it in the news. Now, ExpressVPN, a virtual private network, the service provider of this VPN has actually decided to withdraw out of India because it is not agreeing with the new cybersecurity rules of India. And the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has said that this is the only option that VPN providers, foreign VPN providers, have in India if they do not choose to abide by the rules of the new cybersecurity. So what is VPN basically? It's a virtual private network. Virtual private network provides us the information that we require from the internet without disclosing our information which are very private in nature. It doesn't disclose it. And the opportunity to establish a protected network connection when using a public network. Whenever we are using a public network, VPN provides us the opportunity to have it in an encrypted form of mode. It encrypts the internet traffic and disguises the online identity. So if I want to have any information requested from my ISP, if I switch on to the VPN, then what will happen? VPN will be my actual source of information, not the ISP. And because of that, what happens? My identity becomes private and nobody can know about what is my IP address, what is my name, what am I searching for, what is my data. So it is pretty encrypted, very safe. And this takes place in real time. What does it do? It filters my data and brings it in a gibberish form so that it cannot ever be de-encrypted. Okay, let's move on and talk about how does it work. Now, how does it work? A VPN hides IP address by letting the network redirect it through a specifically configured remote server by a VPN host. Otherwise, I would have been used my internet service provider. And now ISP and other third parties, they cannot see which websites I am accessing, what am I searching for, what is my actual identity. And this is the one thing that gives me a lot of freedom, you can say. With respect to, I can search anything. I can even search about murdering someone and my information won't be disclosed because my information is going through a VPN now. VPN does not store any sort of data with respect to your identity. Okay, and this is the problem. Now, what benefits does it give us? First of all, it gives us encrypted form of identity, you can say, through which I can search for anything. I can search for how to make bombs, how to murder somebody, what are the networks I can get my drugs from. So it gives me a secure encryption first. Secondly, it can also help me that because private is such a big issue, and under Article 21, I have the right to privacy. In order to secure my identity, I can use VPN to actually make it work. Also, disguising my whereabouts. If I switch on to the VPN and I want to use my location to go somewhere, and I do not want the third parties to see my location, I will use this VPN very well. Also, if I want to access to the regional content of some other country, I can switch to the VPN of that country and get the content that is available in that country but not in my country. And there comes the issue of national security. If people who are threatening the national security and integrity, they are working from India itself, the government of course does want to know what we are doing in order to make sure that cyber crime is fought against, and that is why they have brought the cybersecurity rules. So the introduction of new cybersecurity rules by the Cert in. Tell me in the comment segment when certain was established and under which ministry's aegis does it work. This is your interactive question. I will take the names of those who have answered it correctly in the next segment. Now, it has said, the cybersecurity has said that VPN providers, they have to store the information of every individual, whoever is accessing their VPN, their different facets related to their identity, their address, everything should be stored. Now, it is saying, the VPN provider, ExpressVPN, is saying that the main selling point of a VPN is privacy. We do not need to disclose the privacy, and we don't even store the log of those who are actually accessing the VPN. So this is actually being seen as an overreach by the ExpressVPN. So very straightforward decision to remove our Indian-based IP server, VPN server. So they have decided to remove it because of that only. And VPN service providers, along with data centers and cloud service, have to do so, store information such as names, email IDs, contact number, IP address, and all these things for a period of 5 years. Now, this norm says that for a period of 5 years, the information is needed to be stored. Apart from ExpressVPN, NordVPN is also going to, remove its bases from India. It's broad and overreaching according to ExpressVPN, and the potential misuse of this kind of law for outweighing any benefits the lawmakers claim would have come from it. That means they are saying that although this would give an upper hand to the law with respect to fighting cybersecurity, but it will also come, the liberty and freedom of accessing content will also come under threat, incompatible with the purpose of VPN, because the principle of VPN is working anonymously. It is designed to keep users' online activity private. Moving on. Now, Indian users of, if we talk about the implication, will I be able to access ExpressVPN? Of course, I will be, because Indian users of ExpressVPN, they will still use the service while with the help of the virtual service providers in Singapore and the UK. It's a British Virgin Island based company, the ExpressVPN. Okay, moving on. If we talk about the conclusion to it, conclusion is very simple. Whenever there is premise of national security, public order, such information needs to be stored, first of all. But there should be a proper balance between what is the right to freedom and what is the right to freedom of life and liberty, because privacy issue comes under this fundamental right under Article 21, and under what circumstances the government can access the information with respect to whatever the VPN is storing. Now, ExpressVPN is saying that we are not going to store anything with respect to the users who are accessing our service. But when it comes to national security, all these do bypass the basic premises, the basic notions of national security. The government should make sure that it protects the privacy of the individuals. Apart from that, it should also make sure that the country remains investor friendly. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated. Thank you so much for watching.